abashyitsi bahire murakarama hicara mugwe neza murakarama
abashyitsi bahire mwicare mugwe neza murakarama Karama, Mura Karama, Wichare mugeneza murakarama Ye murarare murarare
ugatega izuba
ye murarare ye murarare ye murarare ye murarare ye murarare ye murarare ye murarare
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga ndayoze
amabanga y'intore we
wamuca mu gitaramo
amabanga y'intore
amabanga
y'intore
bashinga icumu
amabanga y'intore we
bababaza imihigo
amabanga y'intore we
zitavuga
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga ndayoze
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga babanga
ye amabanga y'intore we
bamuca mu gitaramo
amabanga y'intore we
banga babaza
ye
imihigo
amabanga
bababaza imihigo
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore we
bababaza imihigo
amabanga y'intore we
bamuca mu gitaramo
amabanga y'intore we
ushita mu
y'intore we
amabanga we
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga ndayoze
amabanga y'intore we
amabanga y'intore
amabanga y'intore we
dore impunga
ye mama se we yabo uye mama se we ne moruza mweto umire mama se we inyagato maha nyagato umawe imama se na akagasho onga
morning again. Thank you very much, Nganzongari. Nganzongari mwakoze kutubyinira neza. In a few minutes, we are going to have the procession start. They are going to come from this door. For those who are upstairs, maybe you see them in the screens in front of you. Umutambagira ugiye gutangira mu kanya mu minota itarenze 5. Abari hejuru muraza kubasha kubirebera ku screen kuko baraza kuri ruhande iburyo bwanjye. Murakoze, thank you. We are waiting for the procession. Please wait patiently. You know it has to be as beautiful, so we always have to wait for the beautiful things. Thank you.
My journey in 3 words: exciting, challenging, creativity. Kepler exposed me to being creative and learning to solve problems at a time. I was able to manage multiple tasks at once and be self-led at meeting deadlines. One of the workshops that changed my life was career fair. I was able to network and meet people. I also got an opportunity to get a job with one of the companies, so it was really a huge experience. This impacted me to learn and improve the skills I have, especially problem solving, collaboration, and being a fast learner. The Kepler community is a healthy environment. Peers, I was able to learn from them and get that friendship I always wanted. I also love the way I was able to gain mentors.
Enjoy the procession. We have our Director of Legislation and Innovation. And he's the one carrying the mace of Kepler College. He's going to sit down the mace. Afterwards, we are going to have the graduates of Kepler College, Bachelors of Arts in Project Management, headed by the Program Lead for Project Management. Abana bashoje kuri project management akaba ari imfura za Kepler College. These are the first graduates of Kepler College, Bachelor of Arts in Project Management. How beautiful they are. A total of 131 graduates of Kepler College. Abanyeshuri barangije icyiciro cya Project Management muri Kepler College. Dufite abanyeshuri bizihiza uyu munsi ijana na mirongo itatu n'umwe. Aba bakaba ari imfura za Kepler College. Abaha amashyi rwose. Aba akaba ari abanyeshuri ijana na mirongo itatu n'umwe basoje cya kaminuza muri Kepler College. Imfura zacu zasoje muri Project Management. This is our first ever graduate of Kepler College, 131. Now guests, let us now receive the students, 162 students from our institution partner, Southern New Hampshire University. We first have the Bachelors of Arts in Management. Ahead we have the Bachelors in Communications, Concentration in Business. We are headed by the Director of Advising, Jean Damour. Bachelors of Arts in Management, Communications, Concentration in Business. Aba ni abanyeshuri barangije muri kaminuza ya Southern New Hampshire University, kaminuza yo muri Amerika dukorana. Aba icyiciro kibanje akaba ari abanyeshuri barangije muri Communication, Concentration in Business. How beautiful they are. Inyuma ya Communication, with a Bachelor's in Management, Concentration in Logistics, headed by the program lead, Elisa. Dukomera amashyi abasoje muri Management, Concentration muri Logistics and Operations, barangajwe imbere na Elisa, program lead. Aba bose akaba ari abanyeshuri barangije muri Southern New Hampshire kaminuza yo muri Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika, ariko bafatwa na Kepler. These are graduates from Southern New Hampshire through Kepler College. And this is the 10th celebration of graduation through a collaboration with Southern New Hampshire. Akaba ari inshuro ya 10 kwizihiza abanyeshuri bo muri kaminuza ya Southern New Hampshire bafatwa na Kepler College. Amashyi ko barayakiriye. Aba bose bakaba ari abanyeshuri 93 abo muri Kepler College n'abo muri Southern New Hampshire. So we have 293 graduates today from both Kepler College and Southern New Hampshire. Dufite abarezi, we have the faculty, aba akaba aribo batumye ibi bigerwaho. Aba akaba ari abarimu ba Kepler College, nibo batumye ibi byose bigerwaho. Then turaza gukurikiraho abayobozi ba kaminuza batandukanye dukorana. Ubaha amashyi ko bakoze akazi katoroshye muri iyi myaka. These are the faculty of Kepler College that have been instructing the students. The leadership of Kepler College, leadership of different institutions, institution partners. We have VCs, we have DVCs, we have principals, we have different delegates from institutions, partners. Thank you for coming. We also have Honorable Minister of Education. board, the governing council, the CEO of Kepler. You're all welcome. Aba ni abayobozi, ari abayobozi ba Kepler College, ari abayobozi b'ibigo bitandukanye dukorana, ndetse n'abandi bayobozi babaduhagarariye. Harimo na Honorable Minister w'uburezi. Nabo mwabaha amashyi ko nabo ni beza. Thank you all. Honorable Minister, Your Excellency, Chancellor, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, all protocols observed. We are now going to receive our guest of honor. Nasaba namwe babyeyi ko igihe umushyitsi mukuru ari bube yinjira ko twese twahaguruka tukamwakirana ubwuzu n'urugwiro rwinshi. You may be seated for a few minutes and watch some few videos of some of our graduates as we are waiting for our guest of honor.
My journey in 3 words: exciting, challenging, creativity. Kepler exposed me to being creative and learning to solve problems at a time. I was able to manage multiple tasks at once, and each self-led at meeting deadlines. One of the workshops that changed my life was career fair. I was able to network and meet people. I also got an opportunity to get a job with one of the companies, so it was really a huge experience. This impacted me to learn and improve the skills I have, especially problem solving, collaboration, and being a fast learner. The Kepler community is a healthy environment. Peers, I was able to learn from them and get that friendship I always wanted. I also love the way I was able to gain mentors from my teachers. One of the events that I'll miss is the Creative Week. It was always fun, always full of vibe. I really loved it. I really loved seeing people enjoying themselves and learning new moves. Everyone was free, there was food, so yeah, it was really a nice environment. The exciting part is that finally, after all the hardships, we're getting that degree. It's an opportunity for me to apply for the jobs I've been wanting to, and also give back to the community. One advice to someone who's joining Kepler is to hold everything they'll learn, because even if you won't use it in the workplace, you will use it in your business. You'd use it in your life.
The 3 words that would explain my Kepler journey: daring, exciting, exposure. While I was doing my program, I got leads the Kepler Debate Club, which exposed me to expressing my leadership skills. I was able to meet people and connect, learn from them. I was part of a number of clubs, like Entrepreneurship Club. These shaped my thinking abilities, connected me with people and exposing me to the outside world. The people I connected with are the people that today I find as mentors and still connecting me to more influential people. The Kepler community influenced my journey in ways that helped me think out of the box. They would always send me to do further research about a particular topic or course, and that is something that I still carry with me today. If I'm given a particular line of work, I look for even additional strategies to do that. An activity that I would definitely miss the most is icebreakers, which helped us get to know each other but also refresh and relax, set the mood of the class. What excites me most about graduating is being part of a success story, because Kepler is a big name out there. Also, the fact that I am graduating while employed is really exciting to me. I would advise the new students to take every chance that comes their way. Kepler is full of opportunities and it always opens a lot of doors. When you are not attentive enough, they pass or go to others. Always be on the lookout. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. While it was not easy, you managed to make it. Thank you for being part of my success story. I'll see you on the other side.
My journey at Kepler College, opportunity, eye-opening, growth. Before joining Kepler, I wasn't good at public speaking. I wasn't imagining myself standing in front of people and expressing myself. Now I am leading my company. If I didn't take critical thinking classes, if I didn't pass through incubation program, I would not be doing this. All of the sessions, all of the experience is what made me who I am now in terms of leadership and approaching problems from different angles. I no longer feel like problem has one solution. There are many solutions, then you pick the best one. The entrepreneurship and design thinking module is what opened a lot of doors. It really had a big impact on me. What I will miss most at Kepler is that...
May you all stand up to receive our guest of honor. Bashitsi bahire, twahaguruka twese kugira ngo twakire umushitsi mukuru, Your Excellency, the First Lady of Rwanda. You're welcome. Murakoze nyakubahwa. Thank you. Tugihagaze, tugiye kuririmba indirimbo yubahiriza igihugu. May you all stay stand. May you all rise, and hats off for the national anthem. You may sit. Your Excellency, First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor of Kepler College, Honorable Minister of Education, honorable ministers, vice chancellors, deputy vice chancellors, members of the governing council, VCs and DVCs from representative of different institutions and all heads of institutions and representative institutions and industry partners, faculty, staff, graduates, and parents, welcome. This is the first graduation of Kepler College, and also we are celebrating it at the 10th time the Kepler College partnership with Southern New Hampshire University, graduations through Kepler College. My name is Dr. Emeline Omonoza-Gasana, the DVC of Academic and Research Affairs at Kepler College, and I'm honored to be your MC today. Thank you, Your Excellencies. As you are going to start our congregation, Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor, may you constitute the congregation.
By the authority granted to me as Chancellor of Kepler College, I hereby duly constitute this congregation for the purpose of conferring degrees to these deserving graduates. Congratulations to all, and may this ceremony begin.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor. Umuyobozi wacu atangije cyaduteranyije hano, tugiye gukurikiza ijambo ry'ikaze y'umuyobozi wa Kepler College. Now we have the welcome remarks of Professor Bailey, the Vice Chancellor of Kepler College.
Of Rwanda, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, our Chancellor, former First Lady of Namibia, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable State Minister of ICT and Innovation, Chair and Member of Kepler College Governance Council and Kepler Board, Vice Chancellors, our partners from public and private sector, Kepler College faculty and staff, proud parents and friends. The star of today's celebration, the inaugural graduating class of Kepler College and the 10th graduating class of Southern New Hampshire University. Good morning and welcome to this historic commencement. Today, we gather to mark a remarkable milestone. We celebrate the first graduates of Kepler College's Bachelors of Art in Project Management, alongside the 10th graduating class from our valued partner, Southern New Hampshire University. Kepler College was accredited in 2022 with a vision to empower young people transition to employment by delivering transformational education that is relevant, practical, and inclusive. Today, I want to share three things that are helping us to achieve this vision. First, our students learn by doing. Transformational education needs to be experienced. Our competency-based model ensures that students demonstrate mastery through real-world projects, problems, and internship. By weaving technology and AI into this hands-on approach, we empower them with creativity, digital fluency, and confidence to lead in an AI-driven future. At Kepler College, we are taking deliberate steps to transform learning through the use of AI, including development of our agentic AI, which personalizes learning by drawing first on the content created by our faculty and students, and then enriching it with insight from large language models to meet additional learning needs of our students. Second, our students are provided opportunity to thrive in fast-changing labor market. The world of work evolves faster than the pace of change in most degree programs. That is why Kepler College has expanded its offering to include flexible short-term upskilling programs that can be rapidly developed and updated. Designed in close collaboration with industry leaders, these programs enable learners to acquire critical market-driven skills in weeks or months rather than years. This ensures that our graduates are well prepared for a new and rapidly emerging job opportunities. The fact that we achieved a 90% employment rate for graduates within 6 months of the graduation, and that almost half of the graduates we are celebrating today are already in employment, is a concrete proof that our approach is relevant and practical. Moreover, we are proud that students from refugee and vulnerable opportunities attain similar learning and employment outcomes, highlighting the inclusiveness and the broad impacts of this approach. And third, we plan to do more. Our vision is expanding. We are currently having a student population of 1,542, and this number is projected to increase 2,500 by the year 2026. We are developing new market-relevant bachelor's and master's degree. At the same time, we are strengthening our ICT infrastructure and partnership to deliver through online and blended learning, ensuring that Kepler quality education remains accessible to all. Once again, welcome to this special event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Baini, the Vice Chancellor of Kepler College. Babyeyi yarimo aratubwira muri make ko Kepler College itoza abana banyu ntabwo ibigisha mu magambo gusa ahubwo ibigisha bakora. Ibyo bikaba ari nacyo gituma Kepler College igera kuri byinshi igeraho, harimo ko abanyeshuri mu mezi 6 bamaze gusoza amashuri 90 abarenze 90% baba bamaze kubona akazi, ndetse na bamwe mu bo turi kwizihiza uyu munsi bafite akazi kandi ni benshi muri bo. Ni ikintu rero cyo kwishimira, numva mwabikomera amashyi. Your Excellencies, please allow me to welcome the traditional dance of Inganzo Ngari Cultural Shop. Inganzo Ngari, umwanya n'uwanyu. Kanzongari. Thank you, Nganzongari, Your Excellency, First Lady of Rwanda, allow me to welcome Her Excellency, Madam Chancellor of Kepler College, to deliver her remarks. Madam Chancellor.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of Rwanda, Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Minister of ICT, members of the Kepler College Governance Council and the Kepler College Board, distinguished faculty and staff, Vice Chancellors of partner universities, leaders of the private sector, proud parents and families, and most importantly, the graduating class of Kepler College, good morning. It's my profound honor to stand before you as the inaugural Chancellor of Kepler College to confer your degrees and bear witness to the tangible power of hope. This ceremony is a testament to a promise kept. Kepler College was born from the ashes of the genocide against the Tutsi, as it was founded on the radical idea that by providing scholarships to orphans of the genocide, we could invest in the future. And from that foundational act of hope, I look at what we've become, a beacon of innovation and resilience and a thriving tertiary institution. You, our graduates, are the fulfillment of that founding hope. Your journey and the journey of this institution mirrors the extraordinary story of Rwanda itself, a story of not just hope, but of leadership, resilience, and the stubborn belief that one's own efforts can build tomorrow. This success was not achieved through vague optimism. It was achieved through active, determined hope and very effective leadership. And this distinction of hope and optimism was powerfully illustrated by a groundbreaking 14-year longitudinal study published in Health Economics. The researchers found that hope is a powerful predictor of longevity, economic success, and well-being. Optimism is the belief that things will get better. Hope, however, is the belief that your own efforts will make things better. It is hope that acts as a buffer against life shocks, be it job loss, illness, or the loss of a loved one, which allows a hopeful individual to recover more quickly, because the absence of hope, the study warns, is linked to despair and poor outcomes. I know many of you carry not only your dreams, but also the expectations and hopes of your families. You are the new breadwinners and a path to economic security in a landscape where opportunity can feel scarce. You are graduating into a world and on a continent which is at a critical inflection point. The world is changing rapidly. Geopolitical orders are shifting. Artificial intelligence and social media are reshaping societies faster than what we can understand or regulate. Young people worldwide, your generation, are questioning old systems and forcing new forms of leadership. For Africa, this means this decade will be decisive. As you try to fulfill your own expectations and those of your family, you'll need every ounce of hope to navigate our problems. In resolving our problems, we must tell each other the truth. Our problems are complex, they'll take time to resolve, and their solutions require effective leadership. Whoever is a leader in the next 10 years will be part of a consequential cohort of leaders who rewrite our social, political, and economic policies. This decade will redefine Africa's trajectory for the next 100 years. The disorderly succession and unpredictable electoral outcomes we see worldwide will deliver accidental leaders. And this means that everyone in this amphitheater is a potential leader. So as young people say, stay ready. This is why I'm speaking to each one of you as potential leaders. The scale of what awaits this decade's leadership, your leadership, is monumental. You must industrialize a continent, building power grids, roads, railways, and water systems that form the backbone architecture that supports the employment and inclusive GDP growth that evades many of our countries. It means renegotiating the terms on which the continent deals with the rest of the world in relation to the global financial architecture, our mineral resources, and our crippling debt. You must rebuild health systems, public health systems that don't depend on aid, while ensuring our people are healthy, productive, and no longer die from preventable diseases. You must future-proof our educational sector, while also silencing the guns, as there can be no development without peace. You must conquer the scourge of unemployment, inequality, and poverty, and not only build human capital, but also build can-do attitudes, like we see in Rwanda. You also need to do all of this within the constraints of limited fiscal space in national budgets. Approximately 76% of Africa's population is under 35. And that's not a statistic, it's a source of power. This means that you are in a position to redefine how societies think about themselves. The potential of your leadership is immense, and with that power comes a profound responsibility. As you step into this changing world, you must guard against the danger of forgetting why new leadership was needed in the first place. Change is necessary, but never forget that the revolution of disorderly succession and even the unpredictable electoral outcomes we celebrate can also bring the empty promise of populism. Why? Because it's infinitely easier to change leaders and to change laws than it is to change mindsets. It is easier to tear down a statue than to build a functioning school. It is easier to rally a crowd with anger than to unite them with a complex shared vision. You'll hear people say, the system is broken. We want to see yourselves as potential leaders so that when you enter the so-called system, whether it's the public or private sector, it does not eat you. And as we know, the revolution likes to eat its children. The good news is that the system is made of people. It's made of us. It's a mirror that reflects our collective mindsets, tolerances, biases, shortcuts, and compromises. If we do not deliberately change those mindsets, if we do not root out the resistance to public sector reform, the tribalism in our hearts, the corruption in our minds, the acceptance of mediocrity, then no matter how many leaders we replace, the system will remain the same. Reforming institutions, and especially the public sector, is not easy, but it's possible. It's a difficult, often thankless task that begins here in the halls of Kepler College. It begins when you choose solutions over blame, integrity over convenience, and the long, patient work of building over the easy satisfaction of tearing down. The next 10 years are so consequential that it will not be the decade for spectators. It's the decade for doers, for solution finders. If Africa is to rise, we must strengthen leadership capacity at all levels, beginning with state capacity. The public sector should not be our employer of last resort, as that is the primary arena where solutions to complex problems that change people's lives can be found and implemented. For too long, we've been portrayed, and sometimes have portrayed ourselves, as the source of problems that others need to fix. That era is over. We must see ourselves as a source of solutions. Solving structural inequalities that drive many of our challenges requires a mass of thinkers and doers, a critical mass of you across the political and economic spectrum. We need you, our brightest minds, to see yourselves as leaders, no matter where you start, in a ministry, a parastatal, a tech startup, a community health center, or a classroom. A few months ago, a 19-year-old told me during an intergenerational dialogue of young Africans that she had spent one evening in a nightclub dancing, and the next morning at a protest running from tear gas and live bullets. I don't want to be a leader, she told me. I want to enjoy my life, and I want leaders to just do their jobs. That stayed with me, and she's right. When leaders do their jobs, young people can focus on being young. They can build businesses, find employment, fall in love, create art, innovate, and of course, go to nightclubs. When we, the current generation of leaders, fail to lead effectively, it makes space for very dangerous power vacuums. So my challenge to you is this: do not wait your turn. Do not wait for a title or a position, as you do not need anybody's permission to lead. Leadership is not a title, it's a mindset. Start leading today and lead from wherever you are. Lead yourself as you wait for your first opportunity by rejecting despair and the traps of drugs, alcohol, or apathy. Lead in your first job by being the most reliable, solution-oriented person in the room. Lead in your community by organizing, teaching, and inspiring. Lead in the public sector by rejecting cynicism and championing integrity. Africa's problems are too vast for a handful of presidents and CEOs. They require millions of ethical and hopeful leaders at every level and in every corridor of influence. This is the ethos of Kepler. It's about leveraging leadership to punch above our weight. It is how Rwanda has risen. It is how Kepler has risen. And this is how you, our graduates, will rise. We are blessed today by the presence of a leader who embraces these ethos. Your Excellency, my dear First Lady, a genuine friend, your life's work is a masterclass in hope turned into action. Your unwavering investment in the health, education, and dignity of the Rwandan people, particularly the youth, has yielded outcomes and transformed lives, and used as a case study across the globe. I was fortunate to benefit from your generosity, Madam First Lady, your generosity of spirit and the mentorship you gave me when I became a First Lady in 2015. And it was in you as a role model that I found inspiration to use my role for public good. Your presence here is an honor and a privilege. And it's also a powerful affirmation of the path our graduates are about to walk. You embody the belief that one's efforts can and do build a better future. If there's a First Lady, First Ladies look up to, it's your First Lady. And I want to give you a round of applause. So to the class of 2025, hope is not naive. It is courageous, and to lead is the ultimate act of hope. Carry the hopes and humility that built this college and this country. Carry the resilience that rebuilt this nation. Carry the leadership we see in our finest role models. And go forth and be the consequential leaders that this continent needs. Be the doers, be the solution finders, and whatever you do, never lose hope. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor of Kepler College. Umuyobozi mu ijambo rye yari bukubiyemo icyizere, aho yahaga abanyeshuri bashoje ko icyizere kibageza kuri byinshi, harimo kuyobora neza n'ibindi bitandukanye, ndetse yaje no gushimira umushyitsi mukuru nyakubahwa Madamu Perezida wa Repubulika y'u Rwanda kuba yaje, ndetse ko twese abantu benshi bamureberaho mu bikorwa by'indashyikirwa atugezaho buri munsi. Ndibaza ko mwabikomera amashyi. Your Excellencies, we will now recognize the graduates who have successfully completed their studies with our partner institution, Southern New Hampshire University, SNHU, and who have already been conferred their degrees by SNHU. Today, we celebrate their achievements as part of the Kepler community. I would like to call Professor Baidi, the Vice Chancellor, and Natalie Mnyampenda, the CEO, to receive our graduates as I call their names. Dear graduates, I'm going to call your names, and as I call your names, you will come front on the stage. You remember how we practice it, right? We are going to start with the Bachelors of Arts in Communication, concentration in business. Akami Shema Andre Kim. Maho Kewala, Biringiro Habimana, Saremungu Hakizimana, Sakaza Irene, Ineza Amelia, Ineza Mikaela, Ingabire Francine, Ineza, Gael Jose Emma, Mugisha Jean-Marie Vianney, Muhawenimana Sifa, Muhoza Yvonne, Murenzi Joshua, Ndaruhutse Mutabazi Patrick, Nayamba Jerene, Niwe Mugeni Oda Larissa, Nibizi Ishala, Niyumva Alodi, Mwari Marcel, Nyachesa Binama Jessica, Zamorambao Edward, Tagani Ramosi Bonheur, Chaka Pacifique, Simbi Jolie Vivine, Mutoni Cynthia, Mutoni Uwase Rita Kana, Mutoni Uwase Ange, Uwase Ngoga Sarah, Uwase Rufangura Noela, Uela Gloria, Uiduhai Esperance, Uineza Charity Banza. Abo kabari abanyeshuri bashoje muri Bachelors of Arts in Communication, concentration in business, muri kaminuza ya Southern New Hampshire yo muri Leta Zunze Ubumwe za Amerika. Ababyeyi mwemerewe gukomera amashyi abana banyu. Niyosenga Mark. Have students graduate, and Bachelors of Arts in Healthcare Management, concentration in Global Perspectives. Well, we have Igiraneza Lisa, Kwizera Christian, and Rugero Bill. Tukaba dufite n'abanyeshuri bashoje muri Healthcare Management muri Global Perspectives. Abanyeshuri bake tukaba dusaba n'abanyeshuri muri Bachelors of Arts in Management, Concentration in Logistics and Operations to be ready. Bachelors of Arts in Management, Concentration in Logistics and Operations. Agaba Jimmy, Akariza Linda, Ba Aseko Yan Lemuel, may you seem speed up. Bikorimana Samuel, Burume Linda Byiringiro Amy, Byiringiro Joel, Dusenge Aubert, Dushime Angélique, Dushime Préféré, Girasso Franche Emeline, Isubizo Deborah, Abarugira Joie Dorine, Aumukiza Shema Prime, Agenimana David, Harerimana Emile, Harerimana Jonathan, Hirwa Boris, Hirwa Cedric Lucky, Hirwa Leandre, Hirwa Ntwari Patience, Iduha Réponse, Igiraneza Berry Belize Bernice, Ihirwe Eva, Ingabire Nadia, Iradukunda Canisius, Iradukunda David, Irakoze Benita, irakoze Gloria Kayabo, irakoze Opportune, Irankunda Aline, Ireme Gassari Second Promesse, Ishimwe Bosco, Ishimwe Gash Junior, Ishimwe Honorine, Ishimwe Kenya, Ishimwe Magnifique, Ishimwe Marie, Ishimwe Queen Lely, Isimbi Cynthia Edith, Isumbingabo Giselle Niki, aba ni abanyeshuri, abari abanyeshuri nako abahoze ari abanyeshuri muri Bachelor of Arts in Management mu gashami ka Logistics and Operations. Baracyakomeza. Izimukwiye Fabiola, Karisanze Lena Stacy, Kayiranga Patrick, Kirenga Agape, Komezusenge Nadege, Mahirwe Innocent, Mahirwe Prince, Manzi Trésor, Masezerano Eliezer, Babazi Joyce, Mudahemuka Japhet, Mudenge Emily, Mugabe Odile, mubyeyi niwumva izina ry'umwana wawe rwose mva mutima ntuzigumane. Muganza Kuria Sandra, Mugenzi Innocent, Mugisha Lewis Armel, Mugisha Samuel, yego rwose nimubigumane. Muhire Prince, Muhirwa Yves, Mukeshimana Zabibu, Munyaneza Wilson, Muramira Moses, Musabyeyezu Godwin, Mushimiyimana Anne, Musonera Vedaste, Mutabazi Claude, Mutangana Bertin, Muziranenge Immaculée, Ndagijimana Clever, Ndanyuzwe Clovis. Babyeyi uyu munsi nta kwifata bihari, byose mwarabikoreye. Ndayisaba Fidel, Ndayishimiye Richard, Ndayizeye Francisco, Ndiho Jean Excellent, Ndizeye Ngenzi Diem, Ngendahayo Henriette Igihozo, Ngirishuti Isimbi Ines, Niyibizi Murunkwere Judith, Niyo Buhungiro Yasir, Nkirizumwami Claude, Nkurunziza Justin, Sabiyumva Adibert, Sengiyumva Johnson Jr., Sengiyumva Olivier, Shimiyimana Faustin, Shimiyimana Mwarabu Eric, icyiciro cya kaminuza ntabwo cyoroshye, barabikoreye. Nyiraneza Alice, Nzarama Mahungu Dieudonné, Nzasabamungu Daniel, Omondi Moses, Rebera Kuriyezu Eric, Rebero Frank, Riziki Zawadi Claudine, Rugamba Moise, Ruhumuriza France, Safi Angélique, Shema Moses, Tuyishime Espérance, Tuyishimire Agrippine, Umuhuza Innocent, Ndayisaba Fidel, Ndayishimiye Richard, Ndayizeye Francisco, Umurerwa Honorine, Umulisa Mukambuguje Pacifique, Umutesi Belize, Umutoni Aziza, Umwari Fatuma, Usanase Charlene Stacy, Usanase Africana, Uwabera Assumpta, Uwase Kelly, Uwase Sifa Blandine, Uwera Umuhoza Beyoncé, Uwineza Ines, Wilonja Ki. Aba bose bakaba barangije muri management, concentration in logistics and operations. Tubereke ibyishimo That's the spirit. Your Excellencies, these are the graduates of Southern New Hampshire we celebrate today. Professor Bailey. May all the Southern New Hampshire graduates stand up. May all the Southern New Hampshire University graduates stand up. Let us keep quiet first. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Too early, too early. Too early, wait. Professor Bailey.
With the delegation of Southern New Hampshire University, dear graduate of Southern New Hampshire University, the university wishes you congratulations. You are graduated from the university. Thank you very much.
Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left, symbolizing the tradition from graduate to graduates. You are now graduates. Congratulations.
I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilation. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness hadn't been invented.
Congratulations, SNH graduates. You may be seated. Your Excellencies, I would like to call Professor Bai. There's no rest today. And Her Excellency, Madam Chancellor, on the floor as I'm going to present the Kepler College graduates. Your Excellencies, allow me to proceed with our first ever graduates of Kepler College. Madam Chancellor, I present to you the graduates who have fulfilled all academic requirements for the Bachelor of Arts in Project Management. I request that you confer upon them the degree. I will now read the names. With first class honors. Ikuzwe Marius Kevin. Iradukunda François. Yes, they deserve it. With second class honors upper division, in alphabetical order, Abatesi Linda, Agansaro Liza Anik, Ahirgwe Rhoda Jasp, speed up, first class honors have to work with confidence. Ahigwe Rhoda Jasp, Akandwa Nao Amos, Akanyana Jennifer, Akimana Grace, Akimanzi Sugira Ariane, Asimwe David, Vajanama Sangwa Oda, Vazana Frank, Benimana Angelo, Biozagara Jacques, Bisengimana Shema, Biringiro Christian, Dujumwe Methode. Dushimiye Umuremyi Samuel, Gasingwa Isengwe Radi, Gira amahoro Mugabekazi Malaika, Gira imbabazi Emmanuel, Hirwa Odiro Copernic, Hitimana Jean-Éric, Ikirezi Ketia, Ikuzwe Marie Rolande, Inema Naima Manka, Ingabire Natasha Aline, Iradukunda Gaela, Iradukunda Mahoro Elise, Iradukunda Sabimana Parfait, Iradukunda Philbert, Irazabayo Innocent, Irihose Jean Révy, Iriza Shania, Ishimwe Ange Béni, Ishimwe Fabrice, Ishimwe Ketia, Isimbi Divine, Izabayo Marie Noëlla, Kabera Innocent, Kagaju Félix, Kabibi Janvière, Kairangwa Cléria, Kaisire Muchungura Uziel, Kaitare Benjamin, Keza Peace, Kiruhura John, Kubwimana Jean-Claude, Kwizera David, Majune Zulea, Mandi Aristote, that's the spirit. aba ni imfura za Kepler College. Masengesho Samuel, Migo Prince, Mucho Kevin, Mugeni Fanny, Mugifunze Furaha, Mugisha Fabrice Didier, Mugisha Gloria, Muayikuzo Gaius Bonheur, Muhire David, Muhirwa Francis, Morakeye Aurore, Muumure Rudaga Olivier, Mukiza Regis, Munezero Pacifique, Mutijima Pacifique, Mutoni Denise, Mutoni Elise, Yes, congratulations. They did it. Ikipe yishakira abafana. Mutoni Solange, Mwamikazi Ornella Esther, Namahoro Ines Vanessa, Nangamira Yves Robert, Daruhutse Joseph, Ndayikeza Felix, Ndayishimiye Alexis, Ndegeya Berwa Melissa, Ngenzeworo Beraka, Nirere Olive, Nibizi Patrick, Umubyeyi Cleny, niyo mugabo Egide, niyo mukiza Christabella Afrique, niyo nshuti Christophe, niyo nkuru Jean Paul, niyo yita Grace, we are still calling the second class honors upper division. Nizeyimana Enoch, Nizeyimana Ibrahim, Nkunda Cyprien, Sabimana Grace, Sabimana Grace ari mu bishakiye abafana kuko ubu ni umukozi wa Kepler. Nirenganya Jean Pierre, Rudahigwa Mamo Patrick, Rukundo Dieudonné, Rutazibwa Victor, Sebinyoni Shukuru, Shumbusho Moses, Songa Kevin, Tesfaye Bethel Diggle, Teta Raissa, Tuikeze Emery, Tuyisenge Emma Marie, Kwahirwa Aramita, Umurabirwa Twahirwa Charnel, urabona ikinyabupfura bafite nk'imfura koko za Kepler College. Umurerwa Alice, Umurerwa Divine, Umurungi Rehema, Umutoni Giramata Fidela, Umutoni Uwase Nadia, Umutuzo Cynthia, Umuyange Chanceline, Umwari Wase Denise, Umwizerwa Priska, Undoyeneza Jean Pauline, Urakoze Dedine, Uwachu Karine Blondine, Uwase Cynthia, Uwase Nada, Uwiduhaye Aliane, Uwimana Alphonse Marie, Uwimuwe Kabanyana Divine, Uwingabiye Thérèse, Uwingene Ombeni. These are the second class honors upper division. Our first ever graduates of Kepler College. With second class lower division, Izere Mucho Boris Arnaud, Kirabo Sarah, Kirezi Chrétien, Majaliwa Jean-Pierre, Manishimwe Emmanuel, Niyonziwa Fabrice, Mwari Bitega Yvon, Uwanje Munyazesa Beldat, Uwase Lucie, Uizeimana Clarisse. These are our first ever graduates for the Bachelors of Arts in Project Management. Muri Kepler ntago twemera ko abana barangiza ari abaswa. Hano nta muntu n'umwe ufite pasi. Abanyeshuri bose bashoje bafite hejuru y'amanota 70. The pass mark is not tolerated at Kepler, so we make sure that they really understand their competencies. All the students that we have, they have about 70%. Nimuwakomera amashyi cyane kuko barayakoreye. urabona ko ari abana batojwe koko. Nako ntago bakiri abana, bamaze iminsi babinyanagiriza ariko sinumva. These are the graduates of Bachelors of Arts in Project Management, the first and only in Rwanda. Iri shami rya Project Management riri muri Kepler College gusa mu Rwanda. Your Excellencies, these are our graduates for the Bachelor of Arts in Project Management. May all the graduates rise of Kepler College. Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor, all the names for this program have been read. I now invite you to confer the degree.
By the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of Kepler College, and within the rules, statutes, and regulations of this institution, I herewith confer upon all of you who've received the Bachelor of Arts in Project Management with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities that pertain thereto. You are now officially graduated. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Graduates, please now move your tassels from right to left, symbolizing your transition from graduates to graduates. Congratulations to our new graduates, our new project managers, employers. Ndababeretse kandi bose ni abahanga nkuko nabibabwiye nawe ufite amanota make. Nta muntu ufite amanota munsi ya 70. They are ready to serve. Congratulations. You may now sit. Your Excellencies, we are now going to proceed with awarding our top performers. I would like to call Your Excellencies, Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, and Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor, to award our top 3 performers. You're welcome on the stage. The top 3 performers, actually the first 2 they have exactly the same grades. So this is Marius Kevin Ikuzwe and François Iradukunda. And the third, and I know this is a surprise, we have Ingabire Natasha Aline. These are our top 3 performers of Kepler College. Speed up, Aline. Your Excellencies, we are also going to award the most supportive student in Project Management Core 2022. This student was elected by fellow students because they have been helping a lot with different studies, with tutorings, and so on. And this is Methode Duhujubumge. This is the most supportive student. Babyeyi turangije gushimira abana batatu ba mbere aribo Marius Ikuzwe na François Iradukunda na Ingabire Natasha, ariko hari n'umunyeshuri wakomeje gufasha abandi cyane muri Kepler College, niyo mpamvu mumbiza bamukomeye amashi cyane ariwe Methode Duhujubumwe. I know how it feels. Thank you, Your Excellencies. You may have a seat. Thank you. I would like to call Honorable Minister of Education and Professor Baidi to appreciate the students that have been serving and student representative in Kepler College. May you all come together. We have Cynthia Wase, Patrick Rudahigwa, Jessica Binama Nyachesa, Amos Akandwanaho, Anik Agasaro, Eva Ihirwe, Frank Bazana, Ketia Ishimwe, John Kiruhura, Christian Byiringiro, Prince Muhire, Zurea Majune, Ombeni Wingene, Samuel Masengesho. All these students have been leading and well representing other students throughout these 3 years at the Kepler College. Please speed up. All these students have been kind enough to serve the Student Guild of Kepler College. Let's have a group photo for all of them together. Let's have a group photo. All together, for the sake of time, yes. Take your certificates and go have a picture with Technical team, be ready with the graduation oath. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Professor Bailey. Your Excellencies, allow me to welcome the Valedictorian to deliver his valedictory speech. Kabera Innocent.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of Rwanda, Your Excellency, Chancellor of Kepler College, Minister of Education, Minister of State for ICT, Chair of the Boards of Kepler and Kepler College, board members, Vice Chancellors, parents, fellow graduates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Standing here today feels both unbelievable and unforgettable. It's the moment that makes you look back and say, wow, we actually made it. When I joined Kepler College in 2022, I thought I was simply coming here to earn a degree in project management. However, Kepler had other plans for us. Why am I saying this? It's because at Kepler College, you don't just learn about managing projects, we also learn about managing life itself. Whether you're a Kepler College student or a Southern New Hampshire University student, we all share one common beginning, the foundation program. Rule number 1, be in the room 5 minutes before each session, or then somebody went in front of the whole new cohort. Through that foundation program, that's how we all met. Learn professionalism, values, and resilience before even touching our academic modules. Kepler College wanted us to be fully equipped to tackle anything ahead, and today we stand as a proof that it worked. From coding to finance, from economics to leadership, I can proudly say there is no setting we cannot now work in. Of course, the journey wasn't without challenges. Sometimes felt like all instructors has agreed to give us the same deadline on the same day. And let us not forget those incompletes that hunted us until our work was perfect. From the first onboarding sessions where everything felt new and intense, to completing big project milestones on platforms like Courage for America, we quickly learned that Kepler College was not for the faint-hearted. Some of us came from backgrounds that never had anything to do with math, yet found ourselves solving complex mathematical problems. and succeeding. Our studies taught us responsibility, time management, and how to prioritize. Many even balanced full-time jobs while studying, proving that commitment beats comfort. And through it all, each one of us had an academic advisor. Dear academic advisors, we salute you. You guided us through our project milestone, ensuring that none of us was left behind. What about that moment you had to meet Celeste, Elisa, and Dr. Sages on the same panel? That reminded us one thing for sure. Good enough is never really enough. Then there were our first speeches in front of the class during group work presentations. I thought my heart was louder than my voice. But that moment prepared me for today because now I am speaking before you all with gratitude and confidence. What I'll never forget are the shared experiences that made Kepler feel like home. Dance moves in Creative Week and Talent Weeks, Success Weeks, inter-SNH and Kepler College football games, debate championships won, the sore throats from cheering our sports teams when Kepler was winning, all together shouting, Turi Kepler, Turi Kepler. The company tours that opened our minds, and of course, the affordable lunch that always kept our energy out. If I could describe our graduating class in one word, it would be competence. Because when I look around this room, I see transformation. We came from different backgrounds, some humble, some privileged, some from Rusizi. That's an inside joke. But we stand here all as equals, competent, capable, and ready. Turashimira byimazeyo ababyeyi n'abarezi bacu. Mwaduhaye urukundo, inama n'imbaraga mu bihe byose. Iyo twacoguraga, mwadufashaga guhaguruka. Twakwibaza impamvu, mukatwibutsa intego. Uyu munsi dushoje uru rugendo, ni intsinzi yanyu nk'uko natwe ari iyacu. Mwarakoze cyane ku bw'amasengesho yanyu, turabakunda. To our lecturers, thank you for your tireless follow-ups and for never giving up on our potential. To our student affairs team and careers team, thank you for always being there when we needed guidance. To the CEO of Kepler, the Vice Chancellor, and the leadership team of Kepler College, your life advice during Success Weeks was more valuable than any textbook. And to our partner employers, thank you for trusting Kepler College students, offering us internships, jobs, and opportunities to learn through career fairs, guest talks, and field experiences. And to my fellow classmates, thank you for embracing peer-to-peer learning, giving constructive feedback, and making each challenge feel lighter because we faced it all together. As we graduate today, let us remember that learning does not end here. The world is changing at an incredible pace. Artificial intelligence is doing many things, but can never replace human creativity, compassion, and purpose. So let's keep exploring, adapting, and using what we have learned to serve our communities with impact and humility. Personally, I feel ready to leave the world better than I found it, just as Kepler College has taught us to do. So, as we turn our tassels and step into new chapters, let's carry forward not just our degrees, but our drive to lead, to serve, and to inspire. Kepler College class of 2025, we did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you, Innocent Kabera, and congratulations again. Honorable Minister of Education, I would like to call you to introduce our guest of honor. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda, Your Excellency, Madam the Chancellor of Kepler College, Your Honor, Minister of State for ICT and Innovation, the members of the governing board of Kepler College, Vice Chancellor of Kepler College and other Vice Chancellors of other institutions here present, distinguished guests, graduates, faculty, parents, and friends, good afternoon. I am honored to join you today for this special occasion, the inaugural graduation ceremony of Kepler College and the recognition of the Southern New Hampshire University graduates. This moment marks not only the outstanding achievement of the graduates before us, but also Rwanda's unwavering commitment to delivering quality, inclusive, and skill-based education. Kepler College stands as a beacon of innovation, blending technology, practical learning, and strong partnership to equip our young people with the knowledge and skills needed to thrive in a dynamic world of work. Indeed, its mission is to empower young Africans with global competencies and a mindset to solve local challenges. Through its competency-based model, real-world project, and wraparound career support, Kepler is equipping graduates to move confidently into the future. Today's graduate exemplifies the spirit of excellence, resilience, and service our education system seeks to nourish. And now is my distinct honor to welcome Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Rwanda. Her visionary leadership and tireless advocacy of education, youth empowerment, and well-being of children continue to inspire us all. We are deeply honored by your presence, Your Excellency, as we celebrate these young women and men from Rwanda and across the continent who represent the promise of Africa's future. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Her Excellency, our First Lady, and our guest of honor to deliver her remarks. Please.
Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2025. What a milestone, what an achievement. Honorable ministers, founding Chancellor, my dear friend and faithful companion of this nation, Monica Gangos, a friend of the youth, always happy to have you in whichever capacity that brings you back to our country. CEO and faculty of Kepler College, dear parents and guardians, class of 2025, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm deeply honored to join you today and grateful for the invitation to celebrate this important milestone in Kepler's journey. This is indeed a beautiful day for not only the graduates and the Kepler community, it's a good day for all of us. Today, we celebrate more than a graduation. Today, we honor the realization of a vision that began years ago with the simple yet profound belief that every student, no matter his or her background, deserves quality education. Today we witness the fruit of dedication, perseverance, and a bold commitment to learning that transcends walls and borders. What we have received from Kepler College is precious, a college that is intentional about the way it crafts its curriculum and how it molds and shapes its students to perpetually be in sync with what the world is looking for, whether in corporate or in community, whether here or abroad, whether today or tomorrow. It's intentional about staying at the top of global trends and the future of development. It is inspiring that so many of your graduates find meaningful employment within 1 year of their graduation. This is not the story of all graduates the world over. It's a testament to a market-focused education model that works. It's by no means a small feat, and so I congratulate the board, the CEO of the faculty and the faculty of Kepler College, as well as the participating companies for this success. I'm particularly touched by the Kepler's commitment to inclusion. You have reached out to people who are not always included in mainstream programs, people who are sometimes forgotten in the hustle and bustle of life, the refugee population, and students living with disabilities. As someone who was born in exile and raised in exile, I deeply understand what it means to be on the outside looking in, to long for opportunities that nationals take for granted. Like many Rwandan refugees, our formative years were spent worrying about our future, a future which depended heavily on education. Our chances to access higher education were made bleak by the unreasonably high cut-off pass marks demanded of us, unlike the nationals. This led to Rwandans in exile building their own schools in refugee camps and in the peripheries of the city and teaching their own refugee children with the little resources they had. The famous College Saint-Albert in Burundi is one such institution born of necessity and the pain of exclusion. Excuse me. As a young student at a Burundian school, I would often find a quiet corner at the College Saint-Albert, a place that felt like home where I could focus on my evening studies. I bet you didn't know that your very own chair of the board of Kepler College, Professor Charles Muligande, was a student there and later gave back by becoming a pro bono teacher. If I'm not mistaken, I think that our Minister of Education was one of them as well. From his picture and that of many other Rwandan teachers in exile, Rwandan children drank in the wisdom of knowledge and flourished across the world. Our circumstances did not define us, but indeed strengthened us into more resilient, more resourceful, and more determined human beings. Thank you, Kepler, for taking the bold decision to give equal chances to all. You share the values of Rwanda, a host country that embraces all with the leadership that fiercely believes in dignity and humanity. I encourage you to continue to do more in support of those that may find themselves in the fringes of society. And to you, class of 2025, Kepler has equipped you with more than degrees. It has given you the tools to think boldly, to solve problems that others might shy away from, to communicate with clarity, to lead with integrity, and to adapt in a world that is always changing. You are prepared to tackle global challenges, innovate fiercely, and lead responsibly, all while carrying the values, roots, and spirit of your communities. My plea and prayer to you is, make the best of this opportunity and give your utmost best, always. wherever you'll be and in everything you do, at formal work, in self-employment, in service to others, or in your own families. Do not spare any effort or any passion to pay forward what you have so richly received. Show gratitude and compassion by giving back. Give of yourself, give of your time, give of your resources, give of your talent so that someone else may benefit from what you have received. For to whom much is given, much is expected. As new graduates going out in the world, into the world, you will be expected to contribute to the body of knowledge and to the shaping of the future. I think my friend talked about the next decade, how consequential it's going to be. We count on you. Be it in research and innovation, in finding solutions to current emerging challenges, in modeling good behavior and professional conduct, or in leading others. People will watch to see what you bring to the table in real terms. But the question is, beyond others' expectations of you, what do you want for yourselves? When the curtain of your life is finally drawn, what is the story you want people to tell about you? What impact, what legacy did you leave behind? Do you want to be remembered for your character? Kind, humorous, patient, loving? Do you want to be remembered for your individual exploits or personal achievements? Do you perhaps want to be remembered for the values you espoused and the principles you upheld? Or do you want to be remembered for the positive impact that you had in your own community, in your country, or as a global citizen? However, breaking through this frontier of legacy and impact depends highly on the mindset you adopt, the choices you make, and the attitude you wear going forward. It's so easy to take all that you have for granted, to forget the debt of gratitude you owe to all those in your journey of life, your parents, your guardians, your sponsors, your teachers, your community, and your friends. It's so easy to walk out this place, degree in hand, and just float through life. But just as Kepler began with the wisdom and nurture into reality, so too are you called to plant seeds of hope, leadership, and compassion wherever your journey takes you. Let your ideas take root, your purpose flourish, and your commitment inspire others. Congratulations again, class of 2025. Go conquer.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the First Lady of Rwanda. Kugira ngo ntagira ibyo nsubiramo nabi, nizeye ko batumva Icyongereza, abana banyu bakize neza, baraza kubafasha kubyumva. Murakoze. As we are ending on the end, I will soon invite our Chancellor to dissolve the Assembly. After that, we have a group photo. Graduates, you will know how to do. And our guest of honor will depart. After her departure, that's when you will have your graduation oath. And we have the reception. Okay? Madam Chancellor, you are now invited to dissolve this assembly.
By the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Kepler College, I herewith dissolve this congregation. And once again, congratulations. And as First Lady says, go conquer.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Madam Chancellor. Now I'll invite, starting by the graduates, from the Southern New Hampshire University, to go on the stage for a group photo. Uko twabyize. From the first line, mwese hamwe twihute. Ababyeyi abashoje amasomo yabo muri Kepler College ndetse na kaminuza ya Southern New Hampshire bagiye gufata ifoto. Protocol iradufasha, ifoto y'urwibutso. Mwibuke musige mu mwanya hagati ab'imbere. Others on the stairs. Don't skip any stairs so that everyone can be seen in the group photo. Mugerageze kwihuta nk'abantu bishimye. abanyeshuri mugera mu byicaro byanyu mwibuke murebe mu dutabo muri holder mufite harimo graduation oath tugiye kuvuga nonaha. As you go back to your seats, you have your graduation oath within your degree holders, and that will be next. Mwakwicara, may be seated, except for the graduates. Kepler College, speed up. Go back to your seats. Is everyone back to their seats? Graduates, you are now going to recite the Kepler College graduate oath that you have in your degree holders. I, your name, a graduate of Kepler College, do solemnly pledge to uphold the values of integrity, honesty, and accountability in all my professional and personal endeavors. To apply the knowledge, skills, and competencies I have acquired to contribute positively to my community, my country, and the world. To act with respect, fairness, and dignity towards all people, embracing diversity and promoting inclusion. To remain a lifelong learner, committed to excellence, innovation, and ethical leadership. And to honor Kepler College by living as a responsible ambassador of its vision and mission. With gratitude to God, my family, my teachers, and my peers, I take this oath today, pledging to make a difference through my actions and service. This I pledge with honor and dignity. Congratulations. You may now toss your hats. Make sure you know where you toss it, because you are going to go for the session. Thank you, Your Excellency, distinguished guests. Now we are going to proceed with the recession. May the register take the lead. We are going to go backwards now. We are going to start with our guest of honors and the staff, then the students. May the session begin. Institutions representatives, please follow. After, we have our staff. Let's have the recession. For the other guests, may you please wait a bit. Let's have the recession as we did the procession. Staff, please proceed. Speed up. After the staff, we have our graduates. Southern New Hampshire. Southern New Hampshire students may join the recession. Please speed up. Speed up, speed up. Please, guests, let's wait for these are our guests of honors. Yes, we are celebrating them today. Let us wait for the recession. Many may join. Thank you. Please speed up. Can we go from this side? Mabel, to speed up. Yes. Mutere intambwe yihuse. Twihute. Kepler College, get ready. Kepler College, get ready. Two lines at a time to speed up the process. Just wait a bit. Isn't it true? Can you speed up? Let's have two lines. Kepler College, 2 lines at a time. 2 by 2 to speed up the process. 2 by 2. 2 by 2. 2 lines at a time to speed up the process. Please stand up, Kepler College. 2 lines at a time. Bashitsi bahire mwakoze cyane kubana natwe. Kepler College staff, don't go. Kepler College staff, remain behind. Don't stay on the door. Give space to everyone to go out, please. Graduates, ntihagire uguma mu muryango. Mwihute ko ababyeyi banyu barabategereje. Murakoze cyane. Thank you very much. And this is the end. Now the guests, you may also join. Thank you.